If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash. I put my money in a strong position. They try to tell me I can't win, it's just a stupid superstition. Cause when I focus, you will notice that I'm winning. We demolish every bookie, there ain't no competition. Now listen, I would never give you shitty picks and do you wrong. Come and join the Discord, tell these bets and hit the bone. Cooking up a barley super under Santa song. We be really winning, this ain't just to make another song. So if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we coming in and we taking all the money.
Just cash.
They can't do nothing to stop us.
Just cash.
Hey, fuck these bookies, man.
Just cash.
They wanna limit me cause I win. Label me the enemy cause all I do is win. Just give us a try, this is where it all begins. I'm not gonna lie, all I know how to do is just win. If you love making money and wanna win,
Just
they wanna
cash.
limit me cause I win.
Just cash.
If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash. Just cash.
Just cash.
love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash. Love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash.
Just cash.
Hello, E.
What up? What's going on, man? Welcome back, one and all. You already know what time it is. This is Just Cash, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Going with Underrated. What's good, man? How are you?
Doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. The plays yesterday could have done better. That would have made me doing even better, but I'm doing good regardless because life is good, and we got a bunch of our friends here. We got Q Donkey, we got Ian, we got D Johnson, and we already got 13 likes. E, I mean, come on now.
Let's go. Hell yeah. Love it. Yeah, if you haven't hit that like button already, make sure and hit that for us. Appreciate everyone y'all hanging out with us during the weekday. If you're new here, turn that subscribe button on, turn those noties on so you don't miss out anytime we do go live or drop any late night videos. And then last but not least, be a part of the Discord. Still running a 7-day free trial down below in the description, so make sure you guys come in, check it out with us. And yeah, man, we got a nice bounce back slate for us today. Pretty ample amount of plays for everyone. And you know, we'll kind of recap yesterday, you know, news and notes from that. Obviously, it could have been better for us, but that was also a reason why we only had, you know, one play for the main tier, and then it should have been just one for the mid tier stuff. But we dug around a little bit on stream, you know, kind of talked ourselves into some plays, and that's what we call gambling. So we learned from it. Back to our rules, make sure we tighten up on that stuff. So, you know, any other day of the week or on a regular slate, we probably would not have even considered some of those, to be honest. But the Fleming's line did make a lot of sense. You know, for him, the real way that he was going to beat us would just have to be from 3. And unfortunately, with Sharp getting in second half foul trouble, you know, he played a lot of minutes there and had one of his best 3-point performances in a hot minute. I mean, hell, in the last 5 games at least. So stuff like's going to happen. You know, players are going to get positive regression and will show up from time to time. But just means that line might be even higher next time. So if we can get it in a good value in a good spot, you know, we'll go right back to it. But we're not here to talk about the past. We got a lot more stuff moving forward today. We got a lot of one-unit plays for us, a couple injury news to talk about. And I know Underdog in particular dropped a lot of boosts. I believe they even had an NBA free square. Sucks you had to use it with NBA, but still, you know, shout out to them for opening up the playbook for us. Did talk about it yesterday, but also their alt line selection today is probably the highest it's been in since I don't even know how long. I mean, they literally offered alts on basically anything that would have an alt line, and then the payouts are pretty nice accordingly. So not bad. It is Taco Tuesday as well, so we did get a little bit of discounts here and there. I know shout out to Big DZ, already cooking this morning. Posted a lot of soccer slips that hit, saw a lot of green in there. So make sure you guys check it out. Links down below, get in there. All right. stop. 1 second.
Oh shoot, a dog war. I was back here turning on my computer, trying to find these discounts you were talking about on Underdog, and next thing you know, dogs are going haywire. Woo! They're excited.
Yeah, they are. They're ready to get this bounce back. But as I was saying, we got a lot of stuff going on today. We did get some Unrivaled plays in, and I believe hasn't bumped yet. So let's talk about Unrivaled real fast, and then we'll hop into college basketball. All right. Now, we did get news that Rakia is going to unfortunately be out tonight. And, if we're being honest, I think we had somewhat of a sneaking suspicion that she might not come back to Unrivaled. She's dealing with that stuff with her, I'm assuming, ex-boyfriend and all that. So she's not going to be out, or she is going to be out for this game. I'm truly thinking she's probably done with the Unrivaled season right now and getting ready to just kind of focus in on the hopeful upcoming WNBA season. But with that being said, recent acquisition, they did pick up Courtney Williams. So do keep that in mind. That's one thing I just want to go ahead and put out there. I get a feeling she could end up moving into the starters over Kate Martin here. So would like to confirm that with lineups. But Dawn Malonga at 15.5 points is honestly just way too low. I know Paige was a bit of a field favorite today, which, I think for all credit, she is totally deserved of her upside here. Both of them played really, really well in the first time they met. Paige, I believe, went for 28 points, and Malonga went for 18 or 21. But down to 5 players on the team, so minutes should shore up a little bit here. I do think they're going to need Malonga out there to match Edwards for a lot of the majority of her time on the court. Edwards obviously a force to be reckoned with, so they are going to need her size and paint presence to kind of keep her in check. But in this matchup is phenomenal for centers. So far this season, out of the 9 games they've played, 7 out of the 9 opposing centers ended up crushing their scoring line. The only 2 that were amiss were Alyssa Thomas, who we know is a low volume and very sporadic shooter. So she ended with 10 points. I believe her line was 11.5 or 12.5 that game. So came just a little bit shy. And then the other surprising miss was Hamby. She got in a massive foul trouble and ended up kind of seeing reduced minutes. Plus, Ryan Howard went for 20 field goal attempts, and then one of the bench players kind of filled in for that. So overall, though, still really high hit rating. Malonga getting there the first time looks really great. Yeah, she went for 21 points, actually. I was mistaken. So scored even better in that matchup. But the 2 different fantasy sites kind of split between their lines. I know Underdog initially adjusted their lines before or immediately after the news dropped. PrizePicks still kind of catching up on it. So the bit of a difference here is PrizePicks, I would say the PRA being at 28.5 is kind of interesting. But over here on Underdog, they have her for plus money at 27.5. So obviously if we're picking between the 2 of them, I'm going to take that line. It's a better line and it's a better payout. But biggest thing about that, I got to stress this. I cannot stress this enough. If Courtney Williams starts, I worry about the RA for both of the starters, both Malonga and Paige. If there's one thing Courtney Williams is going to do, she's going to soak up some RA. Now, Kate Martin being out there, a bit of a different story. Chucker's going to chuck. She's going to take her 3-point shots. And I think the RA can definitely still be there for Paige. So I do like Paige as a secondary option, probably just the PRA. But again, without Courtney Williams starting, if she starts, just straight up points for both these players makes the most sense. But you look at the difference between Underdog and PrizePicks, though. Underdog, better payout for that. But they also have her points at 15.5. So PrizePicks already moved her up to 16.5, which I think personally should be her line, if not 17.5 with Rakia being out. She's just going to soak up that field goal usage. And depending on which one of the other starters, Courtney or Kate, that's going to affect the field goal attempts a lot. So in the dark, 15.5 points, just way too low. She's averaging right at 15.5 points so far this season. We've seen her clear that numerous times, numerous games. The only real red flag I will say is she's been getting into a little bit of foul trouble lately. So that is something I would like to see her kind of chill out on. She had, I believe, 5, 5, and 4 fouls, or 4, 4, and 5 the last couple of games. So here 4, 4, and 5. Keep that in check. That's really, our only downside here. But majority of the season, she's never really been in any kind of foul trouble. So the latter part of the season here, this is a big time game for them. It should be a pretty easy, kind of free square, if you will. Owl's not really playing for much here at all. but Breeze are trying to lock up that postseason spot. So 15.5 points is going to be our best look for this one, and we got that for full unit play. So I like it.
Let's go, Big Malonga. I like having money on her, especially with Rakia out. She's going to get more usage, hopefully, and perfect matchup for it. So 15.5 is and does feel like a great play. I'm glad we're on it, and we got 17 likes already. So what do you think about that?
Let's go. Hey, y'all are the real ones. Thank you. Seriously, thank you.
How's your sickness going? You feeling all right over there?
I'm gonna make it. I'm here for the stream, and I might pass out in the middle of the games tonight, but we'll see.
All right. Well, we appreciate you still coming on here and giving us your brain power so we can find some money today.
Sir, yes, sir. Hey, we gotta get that. We gotta get right after yesterday. Sunday we didn't have much going on. Yesterday wasn't much, but we know Tuesdays and Wednesdays are the bangers. So we're back here.
And we have a 100% boost on sleepers. Should be interesting. Maybe we can find something on there too. We shall see. So I was going to say, with the boost on underdog, we can use Malonga and maybe some of those 6-point plays that you have on the list too. That would be cool for the boost, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. I was looking at that earlier too. The 6 points each half. So gun to my head, if I had to pick, Bruce obviously still soaking up all this usage rating for this kind of payout is totally warranted. And then the other one, man, I got to say the backbone of Iowa, Big Sturts, man, this guy just continues to deliver every single game, every single matchup. Got him back at home, not really scared of Nebraska. Their defense is okay, but them being on the road has been a whole different story. Coming off of that nasty little loss to Purdue, these guys are going to come out hungry. And the dude just plays the entire game.
Yeah.
I mean, he's literally out there the entire game.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, so, bro is a bucket. Love these two guys. And, same thing for Bruce. Hell, we saw him this last game all the way up to 38 minutes. The coach is not messing around with him, and he loves to be out there. So, either one of these guys, I think, great spot and strong consideration for Toppin as well. These were my personal 3 favorite today.
Love it.
The only thing I would say about Toppin is, he gets into random first half foul trouble. That's the only red flag I gotta say, and the only reason why, if we were sticking to 3 plays, I think the Malonga, Bruce, and Sturts made the most sense. I never worry about either of these guys in any foul trouble. And Coach he'll play Bruce with 2 fouls. That's not really something we see a whole lot with Toppin. They will back his minutes off, or he'll come in on the last, minute of the game or something like that. But Bruce will actually go out and play mostly a normal first half rotation. So then, hey, we saw it this last game. Dude went out and put up with 28 points, and he's looked good the last several games as it is. But you got to think also full game props. With him, he's all the way up to 22.5 points. We're talking, we just need a third of that production in each half. Yeah, sign me up for that. This payout should be way lower than this.
Yeah, and he's, like you said, Toppin is a little scary with the foul trouble, although the matchup, he probably won't get in foul trouble today, but just to be safe, I like those 2 also. Better than Big Top. Those 2 should hit. Should, in air quotes.
Yeah, strong plays.
Cool, I like it. I'm gonna try to get my my boost out for underdog and play those 3 right there.
Let's go. And then the other 2 were OA and Brown, who both of them also in a really great matchup. OA is at home going up against Georgia, who we know is lightning fast. Well, both of these teams, their opponents are lightning fast. So we get a big up pace for both of them here. And it's just another product of, you look at their full game line, this guy's at 20.5 points. So we just need even way lower subpar production. And for him, coming off a nightmare matchup against Florida on the road, no surprise that he only scored 13 points there. Florida handles business at home, so I'm not shocked by any means there. But any of these other games, this dude's been a walking 20 bomb for the last month, so not really somebody who ever gets in foul trouble either. Not too concerned about that. Love the matchup. And then last one for Mikael Brown, he's come back to his self that we saw at the beginning of the season. This was the reason why we absolutely loved him. He was playing unbelievable point guard duties. The assist, the playmaking, the rebound, all that good stuff's there. I love his defense has been turning up a lot more too now that he's healthy. I mean, 5 steals this last game, 3 the one before that, and then 1 or more since he's returned. A lot of fast break opportunity for him. Bro loves to get to the free throw line, which is a huge reason why we liked him here this last game. And this is a fairly similar matchup. You know, SMU gets a little bit handsy. I mean, their center and their power forwards like to foul, and that's something we see a lot over the season so far. But his ability to get to the free throw line, love it. And, you know, Ryan Conwell, he's kind of slipped back into his old self here. So it's really been Mikal first, and then the team eats second. And I love to see that. You know, this is his team, and we saw it at the beginning of the year. I've seen it again here.
Coolio, bro.
All right, so we talked about that. Let's answer a few questions real fast, and then we'll get into our other 3 plays we got lined up for us.
Okay. Sounds
and
good.
We'll go from there.
Well, we have our favorite. QDonkey69. What's up, man? Syracuse. Sorry, bro. But he has some interesting plays for us. I can't wait to look at them. And he says, what a game last night by the Orange. Nah, the fact you threw out take the Orange money line, that was pretty funny last night. So hopefully no one followed that. But let's look at McGriff. Crime Dog McGriff under rebounds.
That's what I was thinking too.
Under rebounds. That's interesting. I like it when Q Donkey throws these under rebounds. Now let's look. It looks like he's nowhere close in the last, what is that? 6 games, 7 games. So why is his line so high? That's what we need to figure out before we can make our decision.
Yeah, well, his minutes obviously being a big thing that has been trending back down, and his role and position with his team's been a little bit hazy. Now, with him, I mean, he does come with a lot of random foul trouble. I will say, especially in the first half, he's been getting to several foul games here where he's just not playing his minutes. I mean, it's a pretty high line. I mean, dude's only averaging 4 rebounds a game, and we know with them, you know, they kind of rebound by committee. It's not really any one person. I mean, hell, even Haggerty will go out there and put up 5 rebounds a game. But for him, I mean, really all of his lines outside of the scoring, because, you know, he can just have a spike game here and there, are really high. I mean, this is not somebody who's been, you know, consistent so far this season. Really, this team has been a bit back and forth, but do kind of take a little bit of caution. If I'm not mistaken, their head coach just got fired, so we could see maybe some weird stuff happening tonight with, you know, as far as rotations, maybe guys playing more minutes or less minutes than they normally have. But this guy really hasn't impressed the last coach, so I'm not sure, or I wouldn't have any confidence as far as seeing, you know, more minutes, if you will. But even the games that he's played high minutes, I mean, that's strictly coming off of any kind of production. So the games, you know, with double-digit scoring, he's played his higher minutes. Only 1 game over 30 minutes so far this season, and that was his best scoring performance. I mean, he just doesn't play minutes, man. I mean, that's the biggest thing about him. I had interest in his assist under the last game, which I don't think they offered that at 2.5 anymore. Yeah, he's down to 1.5. He had 2 little games here that kind of pushed that number up, but they did bump that back down. Yeah, I mean, the rebounds are honestly high as shit. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
why?
You're already 4.5 on underdog.
I'm confused on why they're so high. There's no reason. Yeah. Weird.
You got me. No, that's a strong look. That's a strong look, honestly.
Doesn't make sense. It's like, do they know something? Like you said, new coach coming in, playing him 35 minutes today. Is that why? Like, what's going on here? It's weird. That is a weird one. I know we did this before, and dude turned out to be an easy win. So, I mean, I don't know why they would have the line wrong, but what the heck are they thinking?
I don't know. I mean, most of the this production here is coming to like power forwards and centers, not really to the small forward spot. I mean, it's a high line. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Really, the only sweat is the minutes. You know, the closer he plays to 30 minutes, the more dangerous this play becomes. But if he goes out and plays 22 to 24 minutes, I mean, we really haven't seen him do that much at all this season. Almost not at all. Yeah, so 3 out of 6 games.
No injuries, nothing?
Mm-mm.
Weird.
I don't think so, if I'm not mistaken.
Because I remember,
Let's-
I bet his under points early in the season, and he got lucky and beat me. It's the last I remember of Crime Dog.
Yeah.
So
That happens from time to time.
5.5 rebounds is high though.
I will say I like this play even more if Bashir ends up playing tonight. I did see earlier that he's not doubtful anymore, so he is questionable. This guy is due to come back anytime now, and he will definitely play a lot more minutes than him. So strong lean play, man. I mean, honestly, real strong lean play. We might have to gank that one from you.
Yeah, I mean, it looks right. I think we should write it down at least and just do a little more research on Kansas State in general and what's going on with them. But definitely remember that one. Let me write it down. Q Donkey, we're stealing your play, buddy. Thanks. Hopefully we can all ball out tonight from Q Donkey. We're buying drinks on you, bro, when he goes under. Duke Brennan. Huh?
I was saying we got to get you in the Discord, man. Send me a DM or something. I'm surprised you're not in there.
Q Donkey. E has spoken. He said, hit him up. Q Donkey in 69 in the Discord. Oh, that'd be too fun. I don't know if I can handle that. He says Duke Brennan Fantasy. Also, he got a bunch of plays. And D Johnson got some plays we got to look at too. And if anyone else is watching and you got some plays, toss them in here. We'll take a look at them. Damien has a play also. We got some plays to look through, E. So you gotta be snappy about it with your sickness if you want to get out of here before 6 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, the Brennan, I'm assuming this is an overplay.
Yeah. He would say under if it wasn't, I'm sure.
Okay. Yeah. What was the... Sorry, I have my FanDuel pulled up here real fast. What is the total for this game? Who's that, Xavier? Xavier Villanova. All right, 152.5. Okay, not bad. It's higher than I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's a pretty great matchup. You know, the only thing with this Goober is just his scoring. Like, this is the only random variable about
That's
him
mean too.
sometimes. Yeah, I mean, he is, you know. His scoring can be a little lackluster. I will say the rebounds at 10.5 is a touch high for him. It is warranted for this particular matchup. I mean, they do give up hella rebounds. His points, pretty fair. The rebounds about a point high. I do like the playmaking from him. I mean, he should be solid 1.5 assists. You know, that makes total sense. PRA is going to have a little bit less of a hit rating because he does do a lot of blocks and steals, but it comes with a little bit of turnovers from time to time. I'm kind of surprised he's even at 2.5 turnovers now. It's not a bad line. We just need to keep the turnovers in check and make sure he stays over his 30 minutes. He does get into a bit of foul trouble, so that is kind of a thing with him from time to time. But he's played a lot better in the second half of the season. I know he was going through this little bit of slump here where he couldn't stay out of foul trouble and a few tough matchups too. But I don't mind it. He's just personally a player. You know, this whole team always just aggravates the hell out of me. Him and Caden Lewis, both of these guys are, you know, all-star NBA players one game, and then you get them the next game. It's like, what happened, man?
Q Donkey said that's why he's here, boys. For us to gank his plays.
Well, we tag you with the plays, so I mean, hey, hop in the Discord and we get some recognition there.
He said, I gotta re-download Discord. I haven't been on in a few years, so that's why.
Ah, okay.
He's not a Discord fellow.
Hey, he's a YouTube boy though. We'll take that all day. Appreciate it, man. It's Monday through Fridays,
right? And D Johnson, what's up again, bro? He said, let's go. Just got off work. Time to get paid again, he said. Okay, I like that. I see Ayo in here too. My bad, Ayo. I missed you before. What's up, bro? You want to look at D Johnson's plays? I was kind of interested to see what Trey Carroll was about today too. I didn't get to look much. Trey Carroll over 16 to 18 points. Mikael Brown 16 to 18.5 points. I'm not sure exactly what that means. Over 16 to 18. I guess we'll just look at Trey Carroll and Mikael Brown's points.
Yeah. Give us a little recap on Brown anyways. Now the alt line, these got to be alt lines because I was about to say I know Carroll was at 18.5 points yesterday, and then obviously we just looked at Mikael. He's at 20.5. The alt lines I do like for both of them. I'll say that in a nutshell. Pretty solid spot. Trey Carroll, especially. I mean, he's been very consistent for getting 17 or more so far this season. So the 16.5 probably makes the most sense. I'm not sure what the odds on that look like, but let me see if what we got here between the two sites. All right, so 16.5, 0.75. That's not bad. I'm assuming payout probably a little bit better there than it is on Prize Picks. It's got to be some like 2.4, 2.5 Goblin. Let's see. Yeah, 2.4. Okay, so no surprise there. Wow, do these games start early? Am I tripping? Oh, they do. Yeah, the bottom of the hour. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Michigan game.
Didn't realize that. Okay. Here, let's get these out of here real fast. Get a little buy comparison. All right, 16.5 regular payout, 2.25. Okay, so I take that back. So it is better on Prize Picks. You get a 2.4 there for that one. I'm going out on a limb and say more than likely probably better on Prize Picks for the other alt line too. What was the Mikkel one? Sorry.
Same, 16.5 to 18.5.
I don't think they go down that far. Oh, wow, they do. Yeah, this has got to be a 2x.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2.1. All right. So Prize Picks actually might be a little bit worse off on this one. Nah, they're both pretty bad. Alt line with him is honestly a little bit hard to stomach. You know, you might get a little bit better odds, say like on a book site for him. I mean, if you really want to play it, honestly, I think that first 6 points each half is probably the best bang for your buck if you're just chasing straight up points. This one getting by far the best payout. So I mean, if you do have underdog, I would say play this line over here. If you are on Prize Picks, you know. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that one. I wouldn't play it on Prize Picks. I'd probably fade that one. But the Carroll one makes sense. So, yeah. Good looks. Carroll, again, really consistent, plays really meaningful minutes in competitive games. I mean, he's basically a lock for 34 to 37 minutes. So I do like that. Matchup a little bit more tougher. We will need him to get to the free throw line, which I will say he's been quite frequent with. 3-point shot could be a little bit suspect here, being on the road. But for him, I mean, he's been a solid performer. I will say also his fantasy, just on a touch on the lower side on Prize Picks. So if you want to kind of switch over there to something for a full payout, that one, not a bad look for him. He does get a fair amount of blocks and steals per game, and we've seen some insanely spiky games from that. So I don't mind that on either one of the two sides for these guys. I wish we had his points scored in each half on Underdog. That'd be kind of nice. Don't think they gave that, did they? Oh, they did. I take that back. He actually has one too.
Mm-hmm. Not a bad payout either.
It's a really good payout.
I think there's 3 Debonsta up on the board at 26.5 at Arizona. Ooh, wee.
God, it's so high.
And Darren Peterson's only 19.5 playing Oklahoma State now. Ooh, wee, that's bad.
Well, okay, Debonsta makes sense because they just lost Richie Saunders, so I get that. First game reaction with that.
Yeah, 26.5 still is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
He's against Arizona, too. Ooh, I see Arenas. Remember you said he would be 18.5? Come on, E. Let's go, E. Let's go. La, 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 la.
That's wild. So Chad must be off the injury report if he's that low.
Fuck Chad.
And Ezra. Yeah, they bumped these guys down. Wouldn't be surprised.
Come on, Arenas. Elijah. 2 units. Let's go. He says, slow down. Playing Illinois now, buddy.
Yeah, that one we'll have to take a little bit more of a gander at.
Ooh, I can't wait. Let's gander. His line's going to bump. It's going to be 16.5 and not as enticing soon.
We'll see. We might get news that Chad ends up playing, and, you know, they could keep it in check.
Ayo said, Falk Johnny. That's what I say, Ayo. I was playing around with some AI singing yesterday, using some chorus, and I named him Johnny. My singer named Johnny. So that's a good name. All right.
Did you now?
Yeah. Q Donkey. He also says Catchings points. Catchings, my favorite player. What happened to him last game? Jeez.
Yeah, he just couldn't get things going, and Big Blue ended up putting the team on his back for the most part, and they just kind of went from there. But I don't know what happened with him in the second half. I mean, this is a really good matchup.
The minutes.
Yeah, that was a little weird, and they got spanked too, so that didn't help.
He must have just had a bad game. Coach pulled him, said, no, dog, you got to do better than that.
Yeah, and the bookies kind of seem to know. I mean, they honestly have all these guys on the lower side, especially after this last game. Now, is it Wilkerson? He is going to be back for this game. He's off the injury report, so do keep that in mind. I mean, he will play his meaningful minutes. And what is the backup guard who played? It starts with an M.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
His line's on the board, too. Millander or something?
Yeah, him. I was like, I can never remember this guy's last name.
Marcus Millender.
Yeah. He's going to go back to the bench role. Wilkerson will play his, usual stuff. The only thing about Catchings, like you said with the minutes this last game, so he did get 4 fouls, so that was probably a huge factor. Got in the first half he got in the first half foul trouble. That's right. I remember he had 2 fouls early, and then they ended up getting blown out. Plus the other 2 fouls didn't help. His lines are still pretty low.
Yeah,
I will say.
Hey, Catchings. It might be his day. I didn't realize foul trouble last game.
Yeah. We did nail down Blue having a bounce back game, though. I mean, I had a strong feeling he was just going to shoot the ball a lot. So last 2 games, this is what our shot volume is looking like with Wilkerson being out. But now, obviously, Wilkerson being back, we should bring that back down just a little bit here, and his usage rating overall come back down. But Catchings was somebody who, barring any foul trouble or whatever this just terrible game was, that one I have no honest answer for. Why he only played 16 minutes. He didn't have any fouls or anything. Maybe he got hurt. I have to look and see real fast. Texas.
Let me ask Grok. Hey, Grok. I ask Grok sometimes. Why didn't Catchings... What date was that? 24th?
Yeah, January 24th.
Play his normal minutes versus Texas on January 24th. Let me make sure Big Grok knows. Catchings of Georgia. Let's see what Big Grok says for us. Grok was useful in doing some tackle plays, I must admit. Points you in the right direction. Now, will it have the right answer every time? No. You need to double and triple check? Yes. But sometimes it gives you some interesting things here. It says the player you're referring to, Cannon Catchings, often listed as Cannon or K. We didn't know that, Grok. The forward transfer from BYU. What does it say? Started but played only 16 minutes off his typical role. Box scores showed this. He had 3. Other starters played more. Wilkerson had 31. Cyril had 25. No reports indicate injury, foul trouble, or ejection, or the reason for the reduced minutes. That's not going to help us, guys. He likely started but was pulled early less as the game got out of hand.
It was a blowout. They lost by 20, so
okay.
They're looking at the game. I mean, Wilkerson was the only one who played 31 minutes. I mean, coach just honestly played flat minutes for everybody. We had 4 different bench guys play 13 or more minutes. Marcus played 28 minutes, so cut down on Blue here. Yeah, I mean,
are we scared of Kentucky at home?
I mean, they've been pretty good, man. And not gonna lie, they've been handling business lately. And obviously that loss to Florida or whatever recently. But outside of that, I mean, they played really well, especially at home. I do think this game could stay pretty competitive. I'm not necessarily worried about a blowout here. So he should see the minutes. But in the normal pecking order, I mean, his usage rating has pretty much stayed the same for the last 2 months since coming back with this 1 game absence. He, barring any foul trouble, I mean, he plays pretty meaningful minutes. Pretty locked in for at least 29 minutes. He doesn't play over 30 minutes, so that is the only kind of obnoxious thing with him. We've only seen that once all season long, or twice all season long. Granted, he was cooking in those 2 games that he played, but just know he is going to be, the second to third option on the team, and take that for what you will. But I like the usage. I mean, he does get a fair amount of plays ran through him, and double-digit field goal attempts, and all of these look really good. I mean, he's only had – actually, I don't think he's missed whenever he's taken – okay, we had 1 game he missed against Georgia Tech where he took double digits and then just shot really poor from the field.
Bro, 10.5 is not bad. I know it's scary, but 10.5, bro? Oh, I mean, Kentucky, yeah. We're doing this again? I don't know. I've liked him, though. I liked him since he had that little run in the middle there, 12, 20, 17, 15. I said, ooh, who is this guy?
Now, the thing I do like about him, I mean, we know chuckers are going to chuck, and the biggest thing for him is obviously his 3-point volume, and there is going to come with the ebbs and the flows. So this last game, he went 0 from the field, or 1 from the field from 3, and the blowout didn't help. But I'm kind of surprised they're actually giving us just a normal line for his 1.5 threes. I mean, he's cleared that in the majority of the games that he's cleared his points. I think he only had 2-game difference between his actual points and 3 points. So we need him to hit 2 threes, man. I mean, that's basically been the recipe for him getting there. But it's a fair line. It's honestly a really fair line, assuming they're playing from behind too. I mean, he should still continue with the 3-point volume, and the only concern just being really foul trouble, because those are going to lead to way substantially less minutes, or if the game unfortunately blows out. But I like him, man. I mean, he's been turning up a lot in the second half of the season, and he's been really good spacing the floor with Wilkerson.
Don't make me write 2 Q Donkey plays on the list. Don't make me do it, E. Don't make me do it, E.
Hey, if you like it.
I love it. I love catchings, though. I want him to come through for me one day, because last time he did not. 10.5, though?
It deserves a quarter play.
I think so. I'm glad you agree. All right, cool. Good one, Q Donkey. Love them both. Love both those plays. Let's see. Big Ian. We're to Big Ian. E, how do you feel about that? What's up, fellas? Headed to the gym. I didn't know Ian went to the gym. All right. There you go. He said, just wanted to say hello. Let's make some coin tonight. We appreciate that, Ian. If you're still here, good luck with everything tonight. I'm sure we'll play some similar plays in the Discord. He says, if you have FanDuel plays, please let them be known. I'll be playing on FanDuel tonight. Oh, all right. There you go. Anything special on FanDuel, E, today that you know of?
Well, they are giving out a bunch of boosts over there. I think we had like 3 different ones. So you can get, I know the straight bet play for Tyler B is on there, is 14.5 points. The money lines today did look pretty appealing, I got to say. The 3 main ones that I liked the most was Miami going up against Vatech. We know Virginia, their best player on the other side is Hansberry, their center / power forward, and Miami, unbelievably good inside the paint. So assuming they just keep hamming their guard in check, I mean, this is going to be a really, really tough matchup for Va if Hansberry can't do anything out there. I mean, they're strictly relying off of Neo and oh my God, I'm blanking out the other guard I just said, but it is a tough matchup, and I'm really surprised the odds moved down a little bit more in favor. They were at an 8.5 point spread, but yesterday when we were looking, this was at minus, I think, 480 or 490. It dipped all the way down to minus 350 earlier today, but it looks like a couple people are taking that back over. So like them at home, and I mean, hey, credit for Miami. They've been a pretty good team, man. They're 20-5, so it's not like they're just, not playing against anybody. They had two major losses. Well, not even major. They had 2 expected losses against high-powered teams, and then the only kind of upsets was the one at Clemson where Malik Renew ended up getting a massive foul trouble and only played 21 minutes. And then they had two different buzzer beaters at the end of the game against, oh my God, who was it? California and somebody else, where they lost by 2 and 1 point. So teams look good, man. And I think just, again, with Hansberry getting held in check here, this is going to be a real difficult matchup for them.
C-Dot says, what are the money lines you like tonight, E? So perfect timing.
Yep. That's what we're talking about. All right, so the three main ones that I really liked, Michigan State for a bounce back at home, looks great. You know, they played phenomenally better at the house, and also coming off that nasty loss this last game. I think they lock it in. I think we see Big Fears come back to life here, have himself a game.
Speaking of Fears, what do you think about Fears assists? Q Donkey says under assists. We'll just remember that one when we get back to it.
I mean, they're high. I believe he was at 9.5 assists, which I don't think we've ever seen him that high this season.
Crazy.
Let me see. They move it back. Yeah, 9.5 assists. That's wild.
Yeah.
Hey, it could be warranted for this matchup. I mean, UCLA has been pretty bad on defense, but
can you check his at home, what it looks like? His assists at home, the difference?
Yeah, okay. We've had a couple double doubles in there. No, the assist is 100% high. That I 100% agree with. It's way too high. But both of his lines are, I mean, they have his points all the way back up to 17.5 on most sites too. So that kind of makes sense. You know, the bookies aren't trying to mess around with him. What's
his PRA or his PA looking like? Is it any type of too high looking thing, or is it about what it's supposed to be? 27.5.
Yeah, I would leave his scoring alone today. I am worried that he is going to snap off this game, but the assists make a lot of sense.
Okay. Benny, what's up, Benny? Benny says he just came in. What is or are the CBB plays today? Can you just show the list, I guess, real quick, just in case he's popped in, just to check it out. Or you can just rewind to the spot. Well, here's the list. Here we go.
Yeah. Here's our main plays. We went through most of them already. We're going to talk about Tyler here in a second, Punch, and then Big Oscar the Grouch. And we also got mid-tier stuff as well. Some unders, some juicy overs.
Okay.
Make sure, again, you guys check out links for the description, or links in the description for the Discord. Still run the 7-day free trial, so we got all this stuff posted up early and easy for you to, kind of reference. I know it's gonna be a pain in the butt sometimes trying to look at your phone with something paused and then back and forth between the apps. So,
right.
Yeah. You do get it free here. Just make sure you guys do us a huge favor. Hit that like button down below if you haven't already. 25 is the magic number. We're getting sweet again, baby.
Yeah, there we go. We're at 21. We only need 4 more likes, guys. We appreciate you guys.
Real fast before we go on, because I know we had 2 different questions, I believe, about Michi.
Yeah.
The money lines, though, today, I still like Kentucky at minus 320. That's really, really good odds for them. And Texas at home, LSU still without Dedan. And even though Max is back today, he still might, be dealing with that ankle injury. Never know. I will say I get a feeling Iowa might upset Nebraska today. I don't have the stomach to quite sweat that out, but would not be surprised. But, yeah. Top 3, Miami or Texas Tech, Miami, Michigan State, Kentucky, and then Texas as well, but we'll leave that off the list.
Those 4 do look good. I wonder if we can rotate those. Or would you want to play all 4? What do they pay you? It's behind your head there.
And the big goggles, St. Louis, baby. I'll play this team anytime.
Oh, no, not goggles.
Gotta do it, man. This team is still undefeated, or X-1? They're X-1, right?
Yeah, they lost 1.
Yeah, okay. I'll play any day, all day, a spread that's 9.5 and a money line that is this enticing. I'll play that every time.
Don't miss 22. What's up? New name. Welcome. He says, what Kentucky player do you like? Or I'm sorry, what Kentucky player do you think has the best game?
I got Big OA with the bounce back tonight.
Yeah. He should.
Yeah. Traveling out to Florida last game, no surprise they kept him in check. And, he did also get 4 fouls. So for him, anytime he's coming off of a foul game, he always follows it up with a better one. And for him, he just plays way better at home in general. Plus, this matchup, this pace up for him should be pretty sweet. I would expect a lot of free throws tonight. A lot of free throws.
The line's just too high to mess with. But I will say it's probably a good little alt play if you want to do the sleeper alts with the boost. I don't mind his alt today. There's a lot of actually decent alts, so we can get the sleeper play looking right. Man, you're always sitting right by Arenas, and I don't appreciate it. I don't like it. Is Arenas tomorrow or today? It's tomorrow. Huh?
Tomorrow, I believe. Yeah.
Oh man.
Funny enough, talking about alt line stuff. Underdog today, especially, is really not wanting anybody to play him because they have really great odds for all their stuff that is like this in sequential order. But for this, this is a terrible payout. Like any other player, this would be a .74 or .7, something like that. But they don't want you to play him today.
Yeah, actually, that's going to make the sleeper play terrible. I already know. His 15 plus is going to be terrible odds.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's definitely possible.
Can already tell. Okay. So there you go with that question. Q Donkey says the assist. You already went over that. I think we went through all the plays in the chat. If anyone's here who
Except
hasn't...
for Michi.
Except for Michi. That's right. Let's get Big Michi in. We got 21 likes still, guys. We need 4 more likes for good luck on all our bets. And good luck on your bet, which is even more important. So hit the like if you can, guys. We appreciate it a lot. And let's get to Big Michi.
Yeah, so I will say I've been very impressed with Michi. He's somebody who we brought up several times in the last month on stream. His lines are crazy low. Outside of his points being at 15.5 and even 16 flat on Prize Picks, this is probably the most inflated line that he has, but for good reason. He's played exceptionally well the last 10 games here. Gotta say, had some pretty good matchups outside of the Auburn matchup. Played a lot of pretty easy ones. Alabama, Texas, LSU without their starters, A&M, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. All these really, really good matchups. And you can see that one blemish here being Florida. So this rematch game is going to be quite a test for them. It was a bloodbath. No ifs, ands, or buts. They kept him to 10 points last time. And it was in South Carolina, too, and they almost won by 50. So keep that in mind. There is definitely real good chance this game blows out. And if this guy's not cooking in the first half like he's been in the last couple of games, we could be in some serious trouble. They held every aspect of his game in check to extreme lows. And I think the books reflect a lot of that stuff. Him being at 3.5 assists especially, this is something that was heavily juiced on the over for, several games in a row. And you can see he's performing really well. Averaging 4 of the season, but almost 4.5 in the last 10 games now. So bookies really know this is a really difficult spot, not only for assists, but also the 3-ball. And that's been the biggest thing for him. His upside comes a little bit more from that in the free throw line. So we do need him to get to the free throw line. I like the steal potential for him. I don't like the turnover downside for him. It's a really, really low line, particularly the fantasy. If I'm going to play something, it's probably going to be the fantasy because he's been more consistent with that throughout the year. But, oh my God, am I scared? I am so scared this team just gets absolutely thrashed here on the road. Florida is no joke, and the books even more so juiced the line than we saw yesterday. This was 20.5 when we were taking a gander, and it's all the way up to 22.5. So books are really kind of savvy to it right now. Hey, if it's a close game though, this guy's gonna be the main reason why it is. So fantasy makes sense if you got it predicting to stay somewhat competitive, at least within 15 to 20 points. Anything beyond that, we will see him sit substantially early. So just kind of keep that in the back of your head. He's not playing over 30 minutes if this is a blowout.
I was about to say, man, if it was going to go from 15.5 to 16.5, we were going to like that under possibly. It is 16 flat on Prize Picks. What do you think? Scared? A little too scary to go under?
It's tough, man.
When you make that sound, I already know. Weird. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll just watch it. It is a lean, but I'm not gonna. What's it called? Test my fate. Is that what it's called? Tempt fate. Tempt
fate.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. We already did that with Watts at 11.5. Catching's at 10.5 over. So we'll let those be the scary plays of the day.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're through the chat now, and we're at 21 likes still. And what else we got? Tyler. Big Tyler B.
Yeah, so let's talk about Tyler B here. Obviously the anchor for UCLA. Pretty crazy line movement. I got to say, yes, I think the matchup warrants some kind of line movement, but we're talking about a player who's just been, given the business to a lot of teams and some really good teams for that matter, too. For him, we have not seen him miss his line in consecutive games at all this season. He always follows up with a solid performance. And even this last game, they had a 30-point blowout at Michigan, and Bro still went out there and played 35 minutes. So only thing really holding his minutes in check is if he gets into random foul trouble, which I'm not too concerned about that. Not worried about Cooper or Jackson Cole or any of the forwards or centers on the other side here, which I will say, I think personally he's going to go out and cook Cooper today. That guy has been tested the last several games against a lot of really good opposing bigs, and they've been producing, fairly well, and they haven't seen anybody necessarily quite on the level as Tyler. His biggest thing here, again with the minutes, the field goal volume has been very sustainable, and for him, I just gotta have faith in this bounce back performance. Oh, another thing I was getting to was his line movement, though, just does not make any kind of sense. This is a player who was very strong, 17, 18 and a half points, even during the stretch here. But the last game, he was at 16 and a half points. The game before that, he was at 17 and a half points. So he's only missed his line twice in the last 10 games now. And for them to kind of adjust it all the way back down to 14 and a half, it seems like a bit of an overcorrection, like Fleming's yesterday, for example, seeing somebody just see that massive amount of line movement. Really, you kind of, you got to zig when they zag. So 14 and a half points. As long as dude's coming out and playing 28 minutes, his production this season has been really, really good. Only a few misses here and there. Some of them being on the road, some of them I would say against better opposing bigs, but this matchup, not really that worried about it. And he stays out of foul trouble, looking for a bounce back spot here. 17, 18 points, not surprised at all.
You're not worried about the matchup at all, huh?
Not too much. We've seen some mid and some really good bigs play against them. We had Jalen Johnson. He went for 22 on them. Big David went for 18 against them. Kwame Evans ended up getting into foul trouble, but Hannes, he went for 17 against them. Yaxel, 26. So there's only been a sprinkle of high-volume shooters that they've actually really seen over the last month now. And if we had to compare another player that is exactly like Tyler, Hannes, and Yaxel's really close to that, he can shoot the three, he can get to the free throw line, and he's got a really solid mid-range.
And he just bumped as we spoke. 15 and a half now on Underdog.
Oh, is he?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's unfortunate. Hopefully you guys lock that in. I know he was still available on FanDuel. Let's see if that line has moved.
I see him.
We still got him on all the normal sites.
Yeah. So Underdog said we are going to bump him, but other places still at 14 and a half if you guys want to play some big Tyler B today. And the fact that you just went over all those guys that smacked Michigan State at home makes me feel a lot better about it. I must admit. 14 and a half is super low for him. He should get the ball a lot. So he's just going to have to shoot terrible if he doesn't hit 15. So we'll go with that. I like it.
Yeah, and this isn't like, your Houston, Duke, or UConn games where we know the paint presence is just absolutely elite. Michigan State, we've seen the cracks in the last month now, and again, with just the volume and usage that he has, we're still talking about a player who's averaging almost 18 points a season. So this is a massive, massive discount from where he just was.
Yeah, definitely that Michigan State handicap there or whatever. Definitely dropped a couple points off. So let's hope Michigan State doesn't clamp down because they're pissed off from the last game. And Tyler can get there for us. Okay, cool. And then Punch Fantasy was your last one.
Yeah, well, him and Oscar. So the last two plays here for us.
That's right.
But David Punch Fantasy, for him, he did have these couple games, which if you guys were on the last stream, his rebound play was a full unit for us. Ended up being mostly sweat-free. He had 5 rebounds at half, but somehow only mustered up 1 rebound in the second half, which I think is kind of odd for him. But really came alive with the scoring. He only had, I believe, 4 points in the first half and ended the game with 19. So he was out there cooking. But for him, his block and steal upside is just something that has been tried and true all season long. These little blemishes here, what we had talked about last time, though, I mean, were extreme elite matchups. I mean, we had Houston, we had Colorado, and ISU. So at least 2 of those, top 5 defense in the league right now makes total sense. And then we had another one that was at BYU. So excluding phenomenal defenses, any other team, this guy's just been absolutely giving the business. I have no idea why he's at 28 fantasy all season long. He's been at 30 and some change, 31 and a half, even more so recently. But this is another product of the last 5 lookers. Bookies are setting this line based off of this and not based off of this. Right. Especially if you look at the first game they had this season. I mean, he played great against them. He had 35 fantasy, played only 26 minutes. I mean, he had a little bit of foul trouble, which is unfortunate. But write this dude down for almost 30 minutes. I mean, we've seen this number climb up a lot more so than that. I mean, even just 27 minutes so far this season, only a couple misses. Again, ISU, Houston, and then everything else was blowout in their favor. And the one against Michigan, which, I mean, come on, that's another elite defense. And UCF is not elite. I got to say, this team is not elite on either side of the court. Great matchup for him. Great block and steal upside for him. This line's just too low, man. I got to run it back. Give me 27 plus minutes tonight. We're going to be feeling great.
Yes, sir. And Ayo says, I love this fucking show, bros.
Love you guys. Love y'all.
Ian says, what's the 2-man of the day? I like when Ian says that, but I'm going to ask Ian what's the 2-man of the day next time he has a list of 20 plays, and he's going to say, all 20! But we're not like you, Ian. We'll find the 2 plays for you because we love you. He says, also, he got Tyler on FanDuel. That's what's up. And Don't Miss says, do you like punch rebounds? So whichever one you want to take over on those, I don't know. Or you want to get through Clef first, up to you.
No, play the fantasy for David. I will say the other center, Edmonds, he's been playing pretty well on the glass. So that game kind of honestly pushed me off of just a rebound upside. And it seems like the bookies are a little bit savvy to that. He was plus money on a majority of the sites yesterday. So I think people are betting that to kind of level it out. But he's a Swiss Army knife for the team. I mean, he just does so much. The playmaking, even the assists, have been there for him. So one of those, just take the fantasy and roll, baby.
Makes sense. Too low. Love it. Good find, E. We have 33 watching. We got 23 likes, guys. We only need 2 more likes for good luck on all of your bets and good luck on everybody's bets and the list here that we have. We're at 24. We need 1 like, guys. And we hit our goal, and we appreciate you guys very much. So we got Oscar Clough, the last play on the list. Big E, take it away, sir.
Yeah, so we had 2 different lines for him here. One of them, his under offensive rebounds, and then over his defensive rebounds. This is a Fliff-only bet, so if you guys don't have Fliff, please get it. They literally give you free money just to log in, hit the claim reward thing.
25.
I think it caps out at a certain dollar amount, but it's literally free to get on there and play.
26.
Get this if you don't have books. Oh, let's go, baby. All right. Now, the biggest thing with this is I'm under the firm belief that they have his lines backwards, and I'll show you why. So they have his offensive rebounds at 3.5. You can see clearly he has not been doing that in the last second half of the season. I mean, really since the end of December. He's staying way under this. I mean, it's not even close. But if you look at his defensive rebounds, he's actually crushing this. I mean, 72% this season. He's averaging almost 4. I am under the firm confidence that they have these lines backwards, and this should be his offensive rebounds.
Question, E, as you say that, and yes, we saw that earlier, and I trust you, and I think it is true as well. Do we want to make it 2 units? Why not?
What, 1 for each?
Nah, 2 for the one that you. I'd rather not go the over. We can leave it as a lean for sure, but the under 3.5 offensive rebounds looks ridiculous.
I mean, it feels pretty ridiculous. We'll deep dive here that in just a second.
It's one of those things where, if he throws the ball up and hits the corner of the rim and catches his own rebound and does it again, then we're fucked. But, the chances of that aren't very high. It's one of those plays where I think it could get you, but at the same time, when you find value like this, man, sometimes you just put more money on it and just roll with the results,
No, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. As you said, the random double offensive rebound play is the only reason why I wouldn't consider, or why I wouldn't put it for more than just one unit. If that happens, we're probably cooked off of that. But other than that, Michigan has been elite versus bigs this season. They've only allowed 4 bigs the entire season through 23 games now, 25 games now, 4 all season to exceed 4 or more offensive rebounds. And those were bigs that play, like Hannes, for example, we were just talking about. Those were bigs that were playing really sustainable minutes, like on average 28, 30 plus minutes a night. And that's been the biggest thing for him, is his minutes very volatile. I know he got us here this one game against Nebraska, but he was just playing really well, and TKR got into a bit of foul trouble. But on the normal night, he's not really playing any kind of 30 minutes like we saw, or hell, even 25 minutes. For him, it seems like he's really hard capped between that 18 to 24 range. And if he's not going out and playing these minutes, he's not even coming close to that. So we've seen it over the last 2 months now. Again, with Michigan, they just don't allow it. They've been elite against rebounding. They're top 20, top 40 against rebounds. They are top 25 against rebounds in general, but 53rd against offensive rebounds specifically. And the free throw rating kind of reflects off of that too. They don't allow that offensive putback shenanigans. So for him, just a lot of stuff moving negatively against this line. And again, like I was saying, I'm very confident that they have his offensive rebound line and defensive rebound line are switched. They should be the opposite of each other.
I'm saying, bro, put 1 unit all you want, but if I had it, I'd be putting 2.
You go 1.5, bump it up a little bit and do a half.
Yeah, I think so. I think if you look at all the plays and you look at the different feelings and confidence levels that we have of all of our plays overall, this one, it just looks like one of those ones. Yes, it can get us, but it makes sense just to put a little more on it, I think. It's just wrong.
Well, let's do it. We bump that up. I know you're not the biggest fan of the defensive rebounds, but I am tempted to go for a half there.
I'm not mad at it. Yeah, no, throw it in for a half if you want to, for sure. Especially if we're going to move the other one up.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
Make it easy on. It's double cliff action. What did I just do?
I'll deal with that. You can do the rest of the stuff. I got you. So we'll move that to the other list and we'll bump up to 1.5. Got it.
Okay. Let's do it. I'm with it. Feeling pretty good about tonight, man. And for him, he's always a player who can go out and get in early foul trouble. Would not be surprised. The only drawback would be, which it would help our defensive rebounds, so slight drawback, but the only big drawback would be is if TKR goes out and gets 2 early fouls. Then we could be sweating.
Yeah. TKR, yeah, because TKR has been getting crazy amount of rebounds lately. Ridiculous.
Yeah, he's playing a lot more like we saw from last year, traditional 5, not the power forward, because they tried that experiment out and he's just not scoring like he was last year. So that seems to be a bit of a failed experience.
I don't know what the heck's going on with him. It's so funny because we had that discussion, me, you, and Coach. We said, who's more consistent than TKR for alts? I was like, yeah, no one. And that's when his downfall began. It was terrible. Now he's done nothing all season.
Another thing I did like too was Michigan. They shoot a pretty fair amount of threes. They've been shooting even more here recently. I think that is also something that they could consider, kind of moving him more down to the 5 or leaving Oscar at the 5, but reducing his option to catch the long ball.
I see. Okay.
Well, yeah, Feel good about today, man. Feeling good. I think we're gonna have us a nice bounce back spot here. It is a little bit past the hour, so we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, get ready for these first games, locking at the bottom of the hour. Also, last little thing here. I'm really surprised Michigan's only minus 142. I mean, they have them only slight favorites here on the road. I know it's on the road, but Purdue, man, they are one Braden Smith injury away from this team just being absolute trash. I mean, I don't know where the offense is coming from this team other than Braden and sprinkling one other player for the night. But defense not that great. Offense really spotty. So
Ian said you can't leave. Ian said you can't leave yet. He said, "So the 2-man?" ? So the 2-man? He says. Which site though? Prize Picks or Underdog? There, Ian. I know that's what you meant.
Yeah, you gotta be a little bit more Pacific.
Well, you can do both real quick. I guess you could say what Malonga and one of those 6+ each halfers. Brother Rico 357 says 100 lock. What's up, bro?
Yo, what's up, man?
What do you think?
Yes,
Sturts and Thornton. Yeah, Sturts and Thornton and Malonga is the 3 pick for Underdog. If you want to throw your boost on there, and Ian says FanDuel. You need a 2 pick on FanDuel, Ian?
No, you don't.
Ian, we're not talking to you anymore. We're not talking to you anymore, Ian. Go away. Just kidding. I love you.
No, I mean, you just take some of the plays off the list and, play alt line for them. I think, actually punch. No, you really couldn't. The best alt lines I think that FanDuel was offering, I know you can get, who was it? You can get Tyler B and Jeremy Fears, 10+ points, fairly low. Tyler especially, his odds were really reasonable for that. And then let's see, Thornton was kind of bad. Sturch was okay. He was not bad. OA was okay. And then
they're making
these ones.
They're making that Tyler B alt better odds because they know it could just be straight blowout and he could just not play much or as much. I think that's why. But yeah.
You can mix and match a lot of these money lines here too. There's some pretty good ones tonight.
Cool. Yeah, he got Tyler for 15. Yeah, I would personally don't want to mess with Tyler's alt. I'm scared. But the 14.5, yes, sir.
Yeah, and I believe there's only one of the boosts that FanDuel had today where you had to parlay it with, but everything else you can straight bet.
I got a good outro song for you. E, are you ready for it?
I'm ready for it. Y'all ready for it? Hey, we are gonna get on out of here. Make sure to be back tomorrow. We'll be streaming again. Another big slate ahead. Be in the Discord. Hit that like button on the way out. Oh my goodness, let's see, we have 30 likes. Thank you. Good luck tonight. All your bets, parlays, etc. And see you back here tomorrow. Peace.
Well, I've had enough.